UFL Week 10 picks. Let's go. In the first of our conference championship preview games, we have the Michigan Panthers taking on the Birmingham Stallions. The Stallions, of course, coming off their first loss of the season, something we predicted was going to happen to them last week when they faced the Brahmas. The problem for that defense is that they are regressing at an alarming rate of 25% week to week, and that's even with their performance last week against the Brahmas. But we predicted that they would have that bounce back performance because the Brahmas offense just isn't very good. We don't think that's indicative of a change in trend, and that Stallions defense is probably still going to struggle. The problem for them is that 25% week-to-week regression is coming at a time when the Michigan Panthers offense is improving week-to-week by 11% in their scoring behavior. And that's why we like Michigan to hand Birmingham its second consecutive loss, and they're going to win this game 25-23. We're going to take Michigan on the money line and to cover the 8 points. The second of our conference championship preview games is the St. Louis Battlehawks taking on the San Antonio Brahmas. As we said, the Brahmas defense gives them a chance to win any game when they step onto the field. They're that good. The Battlehawks offense, on the other hand, continues to struggle in the absence of quarterback A.J. McCarron. Yes, they clinched that playoff spot in Manny Wilkins' first start, but in his second start, he threw 3 costly interceptions, and their scoring behavior rate continues to regress week to week by 11%. At the same time, that dominant Brahmas defense is improving week to week by 1%, and that is while holding opponents to a ridiculous 0.431 points per minute of opponent possession time. That scoring prevention behavior rate is by far the best in the league, and it's why we like the Brahmas to win this game. Okay, we don't think A.J. McCarron's going to make his comeback in this last week of the season. We think they'll use this week to get him even more healthy for when the playoffs begin, going against this Brahmas defense a week from now. That's why we like the Brahmas to win this game 22-16. We're taking them on the money line and with the points. Our third game of the week is kind of meaningless, except remember, every single player on these UFL rosters is hoping to be noticed by NFL teams, so we think these next 2 games are going to be competitive, and that's what we have when it's Arlington Renegades versus the DC Defenders. Now, this may be the most even matchup of any team at any point in the season based on behavioral trends. Both teams in a vacuum are projected to score 0.75 points per minute, while the Arlington Renegades are projected to allow 0.7 points per minute. The Defenders are projected to allow 0.65 points per minute. It doesn't get any more evenly matched than that, and their projected times of possession are also identical. That means this game essentially could end in a virtual tie, but because of that 0.05 difference in the defenses, the slight edge goes to DC, who we like to win this game 21-20. We're simply taking them on the money line. And in the second of those games in which UFL players are trying to get NFL rosters to notice them, it's the Houston Roughnecks taking on the Memphis Showboats. Now, if you're a defender on either of these 2 teams, you may have a hard time getting noticed. These are the 2 worst defenses in the league, and they're both projected to allow over 1 point per minute in this matchup. So really the winner of this game is going to come down to which of these offenses can take advantage of that opportunity. And since week 4, the Memphis Showboats have been averaging 0.75 points per minute, which is much better than the 0.5 points per minute that the Houston Roughnecks have been averaging. So where the trends are, we think Memphis is better poised to win that matchup. It's going to be a close one, but we like Memphis to win this one 24-23, and we're taking them on the money line. While the UFL season is coming to a close, that does not mean that's the end for us. We are going to continue through the UFL playoffs, but really this is just an appetizer for the NFL season, where all of our subscribers are privy to all of our picks, all of our final score projections, all of our bets placed, and even fantasy projections based on our behavior science prediction model. So please sign up for our newsletter. The link is in the bio. The newsletter is free with a premium option so that you can take advantage of the full potential of our behavior science prediction model. Check out the link in the description. The link is also going to be in the comments. And as we always say, you can track all of our bets. We are all about transparency. Track us publicly at Pikkit Sports. And when you use Pikkit Sports, it's a free account. Make sure you sign up with code FBX. That's going to give me a little bit of love, and I appreciate you checking us out on this channel. We'll see you next week for the UFL playoffs.